In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to defeat Carnage Baal with even less pre-battle preparation than before. I'm going to defeat 0-star Carnage Baal without DLC, without level equipment, without additional common ability slots from Carol World, without random Carol World abilities, and this time without extracts. However, unlike last time, I will need professionals and I'll have to abuse this auto-attack bug, because I need to make up for the loss of stats. I've also given fewer abilities to Christo and Zeroken in exchange for having to use an additional unit, a Maid, we'll show off later. I will demonstrate the method, then I'll explain the setup, and then I'll go through the method again, explaining what I'm doing as I go. I didn't have the trophies for 10 billion damage nor 20 combo in this fight, so on this file, so I just got them. This is a low preparation file after all. So that's what it looks like in action. The basic idea is using Baal's base panel hits to power up various abilities and to trigger revenge mode, so my 3 attackers can use squad attacks. 3 attackers are leading the 3 squads that are capable of holding 20 members. Relief party with at least 225 prisoners as well. Foot soldier squad with at least 225 prisoners. And Foot Soldier Squad also gives a 20% stat boost to its members when there are 20 members. And Dark Assembly Squad with over 225 prisoners. So 20 members and 225 prisoners is what it takes to reach the maximum multiplier for squad attack. Otherwise, the 3 attackers have the same abilities. They have Mass Blaster to increase damage dealt the more targets they hit, Assault Attack to increase damage the further they move. They'd normally only be moving about 12 or 13 tiles, but there's a bug to get this to cap at its cap of 200% without moving that far. We'll explain in another video. Acceleration Shot, which deals more damage the further away targets are. The nearby enemies won't get much of a boost from this, but the faraway Baals and Bits will hit the plus 200% cap from this. Purgatory increases critical damage. Impact Charge increases attack power or attack adjustment each time you take a non-elemental hit, for example Baal's base panel hits. And Power X is basically filler, it's just there for a bit more damage. Anything better would either be from DLC or would be a Carroll ability. Equipment wise, they have similar equipment, a bunch of shoes, and an axe. So the point of the axe is it's a single stat weapon, it only uses the attack stat, so you have to buff 1 stat. Axes have the highest maximum damage roll and hence highest average damage. Axes have a hidden bonus to critical damage of 15%, so they effectively have 15 professionals inbuilt, and I have actual professionals on these for additional critical damage. I didn't have the professionals in other versions of the low preparation clear, but I do need to make up for the fact that I have 10 million fewer stats than before because I have no extracts this time. Christo is being used largely for his overload, which grants 100% accuracy to allies when he overloads. The evasion won't help because the Baal enemies will ignore evasion anyway. We also have Braveheart on him, plus 4 for plus 50%, which gets doubled by medical insertion from mastering Professor to the cap of plus 100%. For the 100% accuracy, Tactician does the same as well, but only to adjacent allies, and with how I've got people positioned, I can't have them all adjacent to Christo very easily. Superlative Ally is usually very good, it lends part of his int towards the attacking stats of adjacent allies, but his stats aren't particularly high this time around. I had more abilities on him in previous versions, this time I've split his job up a bit, and given the job of healing items to the Maid with Licensed Caregiver from 5 stars in the Maid subclass. This allows me to use healing items in AoE to heal multiple people at once with them. Efficient work would allow her to take an extra turn after using an item, but I don't really make use of that here. Zeroken is being used because its overload basically gives me 5 units for the price of 1. And he's doing assorted utility functions. So I've got lovely song from mastering Sea Angel. This gives a stat boost to everyone, and with 5 Zerokens, getting 5 times the boost. Dark Song from Asagi subclass is here for the same reason. This only requires 6 stars in Asagi. Usually you'd only need 5 stars in a subclass to get all its common abilities, but Asagi has 6 common abilities instead of 5, so you actually need 6 stars for the 6th one. The debuff part doesn't work here because Baal enemies are immune to debuffs. Vacuum Lift is from the rest of the subclass, 3 stars. This allows him to lift from further away so it can lift awkwardly placed gear symbols. I'm not making use of his own abilities here really. Equipment wise, basically shoes. He has the axle gear from normal Baal because, well, I'm getting 5 of him from his overload basically, so he makes the best use of it in this fight. Usalia is just being used for her Precious People unique ability. Whoever she continues on to gets to benefit from this and gains attack adjustment based on adjacent allies. Covered the Maid already. Evangel of archers with bows and shoes. 2 of the archers have Indomitable spread to heal everyone, so that I can build up impact charge further. And the 2 with Indomitable spread also have marking from the gunner subclass. And this, with 5 stars in gunner, it's mistranslated here. It claims to increase accuracy. It actually increases the attack power or attack adjustment of following allies in the combo by 25% each, and if they attack multiple times, for example with support attacks, this keeps stacking on top of itself. So with 2 of them, with marking, attacking, and triggering each of their 3 support attacks, I get 8 attacks total to hit the cap of plus 200% from this. That's why only 2 of them need marking, and since 2 of them need marking anyway, that's why those 2 have Indomitable spread. Everyone else doesn't, just to save on preparation. They have bears with varying amounts of equipment. One of their uses is for rage charge. This is similar to impact charge, builds attack adjustment based on attacks taken, for example base battle hits. And when the magic change onto the humanoids get to benefit from this. Nothing least for their 7 throw range means if you use the receive mechanic, which is where you bounce things off the monsters, it will bounce things 7 panels away, so this is good for getting the gear symbols into position. The Indomitable spread overload is originally from this overlord, so you have to recruit them first, then you can pass a bill on other units to give that unit the overload. If you want to recruit them, you first have to recruit Logan. In order to be able to deploy everyone, I had to pass the all-out attack bill, which allows 20 deployment for 1 map. And if I load again, you will notice a bunch of people have 2 billion HP. So this is from the active curry effect, with at least 1 main, 1 sub 1, 1 sub 2, and 182 in others of Carnage Elixirs or Carnage Sundays. You can hit the cap of, so for 185 total, you can hit the cap of 2 billion HP from curry. Of note, so I could actually remove medical insertion and Braveheart and just have Christo purely overloading and have a professor do the job. In fact, I could potentially then replace Christo entirely by giving one of the marking archers assist, which is the ability of the gunner subclass, which grants 100% accuracy to following allies in the chain. On this file, I just already had Christo prepared for the extract timing that I've ended up skipping. But this is still overall less preparation than before. there may be ways of getting the preparation a little bit lower. And I know I've explained all that again, I'll go through the method in action again. So I fight in the green area because this bit has gunfight. Reduces time taken if I attack from too far away. It says more than 3, it's actually 3 or more. So I want to attack from 2. I have to kill the Baals first because each Baal has an ability similar to this that prevents one of the bits from taking damage. The bits have a lot more HP than the Baals, but additionally their equipment has unique abilities, unique innocence on it that that reduces overall damage, physical damage, and magical damage taken. So despite not having Baal's 25 weapon resistance to everything, the bits are still really tanky, which is why I have 1 Baal attacker and 2 bit attackers. In fact, one of the bit attackers is the Foot Soldier Squad unit, who's also got Usalia. Yeah, so that's why I'm fighting on the green area. I deploy the attackers. Deploy Christo. Zeroken. Usalia. I can change this into the sub-weapon slot so I don't replace the axe. Maid comes out. Deploy the archers. The first 2 I deploy are the marking archers, because the way support attacks are prioritized, it prioritizes the support attacks of the first ones I deploy, and they're the ones who most need to attack to power up marking. I have another video explaining that better. Bears. One with the most shoes comes over here. Middle bear here. And no shoe bear here. No Zeroken can overload. The gear symbol I want is here, sandwiched between a bunch of enemies. So this is why I need vacuum lift to get at it, otherwise I'd have to move these symbols first. Bounce it off the bear and it'll land over here somewhere. And similar here. This one's actually easy to pick up, but I already need vacuum lift anyway, so bounce off this bear, and then off this bear to here. Zeroken comes over here. I could angle the camera so I can actually see him, but I can see what I know what I'm doing anyway. This one gets rid of enemy boost by throwing it onto an enemy. So no more enemy boost, but I do have 200% attack. Because, as mentioned before, Acceleration Shot will be hitting a huge, like the plus 200% damage cap per ability on everything that's far away, but these 2 won't be getting that, so these are 2 where I don't want enemy boost, so I need a little help dealing more damage to them. Final Zeroken just comes over here, and he's going to be positioned to help boost precious people. Bears have done their jobs, so they can change again over sub-weapon slots. Because the Sage already had Usalia magic changed, this requires dual magic change where you magic change 2 monsters onto the 1 slot. If you magic change at least 10 times, it unlocks the bill to for dual magic change. Once that's passed, you're permanently able to dual magic change. You can always magic change the second monster over the first one. But yeah, that is an important requirement. Then Indomitable spread to heal everyone so they can come out of the base panel again. So I'm at 20% and 40% from my clunky impact charge. Now it's 40 and 80. Heal and repeat. Time to have the Archers heal. Okay, Maid charge isn't max, but it'll be sufficient. Having a double wall spread on more units or more maids with less caregiver to heal people or whatever would allow me to power it up more, but even maxing Maid charge wouldn't let me skip Assault Attack bug, it wouldn't let me skip the professionals, so it's not going to help. So I'll just stick with this because it is sufficient, and I'm trying to cut down on the prep work. Christo comes back. I use an SP healing item with everyone because the baseball hits keep taking away everyone's SP, and even in Evangel mode, skills cost 1 SP, not 0. So overload, 100% accuracy, Braveheart for attack buff, then queue up the archers in the opposite order to which I deployed them to maximize their support attack chain. I explained this better in the support attack video. Then I have the Baal killer come over here. Assault attack's only giving me 130%, but I can use the assault attack bug and bounce off Christo to get it to 200%. I explained this assault attack bug in another video. Previous versions of the low pro machine clears didn't need professionals and didn't need the assault attack bug, but they did also have extract, so they had basically double the stats, so I have to make up the difference somehow. Squad attack. Now, considering Baal has so much damage reduction, including his 25% resistance to war weapons, it is kind of impressive that I could still get like positive damage adjustment here. Also fairly high attack adjustment, and that's not even including what I get from marking. But it's not the full boost from marking. So queue that up. Then do something similar with the bit attacker. Only 120% assault attack, so let's fix that to 200%. Queue up the first of the bit squad attacks, and then second bit squad attacker is at 200% assault attack. Squad attack bits. And now Christo can move into place for just a little bit more of a boost from precious people. And this should do it. So the archers should attack. So they should attack 19 times in total, getting the combo to 18 on their own. The first Baal attacker will be number 19 in the combo for a 2.9 times damage multiplier, and then the two bit attackers will be 20 and 21 combo, for the maximum of 3 times combo gain. I mean, I could have more units doing things in the combo chain or more archers to get the 3 times here instead of the 2.9 times, but it still works out. And I'm trying to cut down on how many units I need here, or how much I need to prepare any one given unit. And I get the trophies again. So that is Carnage Baal defeated with even less pre-battle preparation than before. As I said, there may be tweaks I could make to get it even lower, but not by a lot. This is really pushing the limits of how low I can get it. You know, I hope this was entertaining and/or informative, and thank you very much for watching.